What's going on, guys? This is Real Deal Fantasy HQ with your boy LQ back in for another great episode. And holy hell, Gronk has shook up the draft boards, shook up the tight end race, and he is now a Tampa Bay Buck with Brady. This is insane, people. I did not see this coming. I know there was buzz that Gronk wanted to come back and play with Brady, a couple months back, but wow, this actually did happen. And I did not see this coming at all. But what do we expect from Gronk going into the next season? Where are you drafting him? Where is he falling in rankings with tight ends? So today we're going to cover that a little bit. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode. So let's get right into the episode. So we got Gronk today. What is his fantasy outlook? Where is he going in drafts? Where do we rank him amongst the tight ends that we have already that are making noise in draft boards and draft day, where we want them on our roster to bring home the gold, people? So this whole Gronk trade is just out of the blue, but not really. We kind of knew that Brady, was going to sign with another team. We just didn't know where. And then once Brady signed with the Bucks, Gronk popped on Twitter and was like, I'm interested in playing with Brady once again. We just didn't know how true that was, because following months after that, or a couple of weeks after that, he signs with the WWE. But now it's like it's coming to light that, this was something that was actually true. This was something buzzing. Like, we can picture Brady texting Gronk like, come on, man, come to Florida with me. So it's like insane that this actually went through. Insane that he is coming back and he's a Tampa Bay Buck, people. So today is clearly the question of where do you draft him? Where is he at in the tight end ranking? So right now he did shake up the board. I will be honest. I think Gronk, what we're expecting when he's in Tampa Bay with Brady is to be very touchdown dependent. I don't see, Brady looking to Gronk over a Godwin, over a Mike Evans. So I don't want to overdraft Gronk. I do believe he'll be very touchdown dependent. Inside the 20, red zone, he will be an end zone target, of course, but that does have to take away from Evans and has to take away from Godwin, leading to the red zone or in the red zone when it comes to touchdowns. So I do think that Gronk will be used. He will be useful. And where I'm taking him in drafts, I don't think necessarily I'll be taking him high like I would take a Mark Andrews, a Kittle, or a Kelsey. We know he has the year off. We know that could be healthy now. And there's a lot of things that come into play where we know that with a year off, you come back refreshed. I think that, he can make some type of noise, but I don't think he fits into that offense to be the focal guy, to be the primary target. So we have to also remember Bruce Arians hates tight ends. He won't publicly say it, but he just doesn't want to use them as the focal point of his offense. So I don't see much of a big drop off from Mike Evans and Godwin. I just see the drop off in touchdowns for them both because Gronk is going to be the big target that Brady wants, and he's comfortable with taking that chance of finding Gronk in the end zone or in the red zone or whatever the case may be. So I think the rankings right now, I have it Kelsey, Kittle. I would have to go Mark Andrews, Ertz, Wilder, and then Gronk right there at that 7th spot. So I think that's comfortable where I can take Gronk there. And, round wise, ADP wise, I don't know. I'm be honest with you. I do not know where Gronk will be going, or it's kind of too early to think about that. And being with the facts that we know that he had the year off, he may be coming refreshed. The last season he didn't finish, top 10. He finished 11th in PPR formats, and he only played 13 games. So we do know Gronk. Can we say he is injury prone? I want to say he is. He is injury prone. So I feel like he'll be hurt, coming back, because it's not always good that you had that year off. He probably haven't been working out. He's been drinking his ass off in the offseason. I'm telling you that now. I don't think his body is conditioned to the point where he's football ready. So it may be some delay. They may, use him, slowly going into, week 1, 2, 3, etc. But I just don't see him being a top 5, maybe even a top 7 tight end, making noise to where like you have to go grab Gronk in the 2nd round like Kelsey when we did years prior. I don't think that's like smart to do right now. I think it's more of a wait and see with Gronk. I don't think it's like urgent. Like, I need to have Gronk on my roster right now. I don't think, I will pass up a Kelsey, a Kittle, or Andrews or Ertz or Wilder for Gronk having the year off. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm not too sure if I want to take that chance just yet, but this will be something to see. I'm really excited for football. I cannot wait. I mean, Brady has all the weapons that he didn't have, in New England. So this is something new to see. And I don't doubt Brady to ball out this year. I don't doubt him to be making the noise. He has the weapons. Sounds like I said, he has Godwin, he has Evans, now he has Gronk. Now, all the Bucs need to do right now is go to the draft and draft a top prospect running back and have that offense flowing, people. Like, that would be scary to watch if they get one of the top prospects and it actually works out for them, because I don't think Ronald Jones is going to get the job done with that stud offense that they have right now at tight end and wide receiver and at quarterback. So let's just make everything come together and go get that running back, people. Like maybe a JK or even a Zach Moss or any of these guys, these young guys that are ballers. This is a great draft year for running back. So I think that they need to address the draft. They have a high draft capital, so they need to hit the draft hard with running backs. And then, of course, add to that defense. So, it's, worth being on the Bucs if I'm Brady. If our defense sucks, it's like, what's the point? So that also needs to be, considered, that they need to address the defense ASAP. But back to Gronk. Gronk is it's a question right now. I can't really put my finger on it where I would exactly draft him. That's the problem I'm having, of what round do I draft Gronk? And like, if I had to say it like on the spot, just throw it out there, I'll say fifth round. Fifth round, I'll take Gronk. Fifth round, I'll take him, because it's kind of, we don't know what we got. Like, again, he lost weight. He hasn't been conditioning. Like, we don't know what type of condition he is. He's not football ready. That's a flat out thing. Like, he just signed the deal with the WWE. So it's not like he was like working out to be there. He was just going to be, the comedian and the talk show host or whatever the case may be. He wasn't performing in the ring. So I don't think he's in any type of shape right now to be warranted to be jumping up and draft, stocks or the boards to where he's like a top 5, a top 3 tight end to be grabbing. So all I'm going to preach to you, all I'm going to say to you is draft with caution. There's a lot of risk taking Gronk high, and you could soil that position, that one position that you really need all season with, a high draft pick on Gronk. So I do say that you need to just think about where you draft him, or you could just be completely hands off and let somebody else take that headache. Because again, you got Kelsey, you got even some, sleeper tight ends that I don't want to talk about right now, because I have a video for that coming very soon. But you have some sleeper tight ends that have that outbreak season that's on the way. So it's kind of like, do you want to risk it with a guy that hasn't played football in a year, and his last season he didn't really perform too well? He was injured. So it's like, what warrants that? Don't believe the hype, people. So I want to stop calling you guys thotties. First of all, I want to call you guys the Wolfpack, because we are not sheep. We do not follow mainstream media. We don't follow the hype. We don't go on with the hype train or everything. We are the Wolfpack, people. We are lone wolves. We actually stick together when we need to stick together and attack the sheep, because the main media, they just feed you whatever's hype, whatever is going to be the thing to talk about. Like, oh yeah, Gronk is back to tight end 1. How, Sway? How, Sway? But anyway, I just want to say again, draft with caution. I'm not saying don't draft Gronk at all. It's just a matter of where do you take him. That I do not know. I do not have that answer just yet. So let's just wait and see. And I just want to go over some things that I just said, just to put them out there, to a complete rundown. Bruce Arians hates tight ends. Okay. Gronk had a year off. His last season, he finished 11th in PPR. Not that great. Now he has Brady. He's going to be very comfortable with him in the red zone, so he may be touchdown dependent. He may not get you all the receptions. He might get you like 47 receptions, and then, that might be a little bit of shit in the bed. But he could get you some yards. I'll say like between 600 to 700 yards or whatever. That's cool and all. Yards at the catch, we know Gronk is a beast at. But there's other tight ends that are healthy, that have that same ability, a.k.a. Kittle, a.k.a. Kelsey. They had the same ability. So I would be rather more comfortable taking those guys. So that's all I'm going to preach here. Just a quick video, my thoughts, my reaction to the Gronk signing, and the trade. So hopefully you guys do draft with caution, and hopefully you guys bring home the gold, people. So that was today's episode, and I'll see you guys next week for another great episode of Real Deal Fantasy HQ with your boy LQ. Peace.